Since the 1940s, reports/sightings of UFOs have been a constant throughout the United States. From your average citizen to military personnel to politicians, it seems people of all backgrounds have had some experience or some belief in the UFO phenomena. The first case I will be looking at caught my attention because of the pictures that came with it. Usually, when we have a UFO report, it is rare we have a picture of one so up close. Now, what makes these pictures interesting is the fact that they were taken by a Google camera. The case goes like this. Back in January of 2017, a report was made to MUFON, Mutual UFO Network, under the case number 81433 because a man and his son reported that they saw a dark triangle UFO hovering over their house through the thick clouds. The funny thing is, that they only saw it, in real time, accidentally through a Google satellite image. Here is what the eyewitness had to say about it. My son was looking for his phone and realized it was on his bed. When he picked it up, Google satellite was somehow pulled up on his phone. He was like, what the heck? So he started looking at what the satellite map was on, the witness wrote. He realized it was on our house. He was shocked to see an object hovering over our house. The object appeared to be triangle in shape and brown in color. UFO hunter Scott Waring of UFOsightingsdaily.com took to the case and is convinced of its authenticity. He was able to confirm that a Google satellite image indeed shows a dark triangle UFO hovering over the house in Louisville. Waring searched for the Google coordinates of the picture and found them. The coordinates are 38 degrees 6'23.28 and 85 degrees 51'20.04 W. Waring wrote on his blog, if you go into Street View by dragging and dropping the orange person icon in this location, you will notice a dark UFO hanging over a white house. I looked around the neighborhood on Street View and found that the dark triangle was following the Google car for a little ways. The dark UFO was concealed partially in thick clouds. Now, if you have been looking at the pictures provided, you can clearly see the UFO seems to be cloaked in quotes, or at least poorly so. Either way, Google's camera caught it, so in that sense it is not fake evidence. It seems both the UFO in one of the home's windows has been blurred. Why? I can't say. It could be a floating Dorito for all I know. Come to your own conclusions. The next case is from October of 2016. The witness and location is anonymous, but the case and pictures taken were submitted to MUFON for further investigation. From what I gathered, it may be a case from England, but I can't say for sure. Now, the first picture you are looking at seems to show quite an odd-looking UFO, certainly not one that looks like the standard round or triangular or even cigar-shaped UFO. According to the witness, he was deleting pictures from his camera, presumably in his backyard, when a flying human form caught his eye. The flying object was about 200 feet away from him. He described the object as being metallic and that the shape of the object was a form very close to that of a human. It vanished by the time the next picture was captured, exactly in the same minute. The witness, in his report to MUFON, wrote, attached are pictures taken on a Moultrie trail camera. The wind had been blowing and the camera took lots of pictures. We have nothing that would look like this thing on the back. I'm sending two pictures taken in the same minute. The first shows it is there and the second shows it is gone. The human form is on the right side of picture by the wheelbarrow. The next two pictures show a tall, rectangular, black object that looks like it's part of a machine. It has horizontal lines going up its flat surface and what look like at least two legs behind it, like a giant dining table laying on one of its sides. The witness writes, also attached is a picture of an item in the sky too big to be a bird and not the shape of anything I have ever seen in the sky. This object was taken about 7 hours after the first one. It is here again, there, and then gone in about the same minute. The item in the sky is also to the right, maybe 35 degrees. It is a black object. I believe the camera is set at 12 megapixels. These were not visually seen by me or my spouse. Only in the pictures. I find it interesting that the witness clarifies that neither he nor his spouse saw the visual images, only the pictures. It seems that day and location was heavy in UFO activity, and the fact that no one else noticed this is interesting to me. Could these UFOs be in front of our eyes day to day and we flat out don't see them? You can't lie to the camera, but the human eyes are easily fooled. The human brain is trained to find the same patterns, to find that sense of normalcy to the world around us in our day-to-day lives. Most of the time, we stay stagnant in our beliefs and how we view the world. Inherently, we are biased in our way of thinking, and that affects how we see the world around us and how we respond to it. This case isn't your standard UFO sighting, but it's not the first time weird objects like this have been reported as linked with UFOs. In the next video, I will look into flat-out bizarre UFO cases that you probably haven't heard of. Stay tuned and remember to look behind the veil.